Hello everyone. Can you guys hear me and see me? Cool. Hi Zach. Hi. Wattenten. P Wattenten. Okay. Hi Kenneth. Hi Patrick. Awesome. A little more towards this side. Okay, that's fine. Hi Sajad. Thanks for your contribution, man. I just merged it this morning. So hi Dinesh. So yeah, if you were following me for the last 3 episodes, 10, 10B and 10C, we built a full stack application using Frappe framework. Basically, it was an appointment booking application. We covered a lot of concepts of Frappe framework, even advanced ones. So do check that out if you want to learn a few new tricks and expand your Frappeverse tool build. So Sajat, we were facing an issue. Real time wasn't working somehow. So at that time, I wasn't able to figure out the tag, the ginger tag, but Sajat created a pair and now it works. So you can check out that repository. You should find the link in any of the episode's description. Yeah, no issues. Go ahead, use it. That's my plan, right? Because keeping it open source and as an app means anybody should be able to install and replicate. So if you do any improvements, just create a PR. Let's do it together because I will also continue working on it on the side. So I'll trying to approach one of the doctors this week. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully it will go good. And my laptop's battery is going to die. So let me connect the charger. So yeah, sorry for the late start. Usually I start exactly at 2:30, but I had to go for lunch at my cousin brother's place. Hi Shweta. Awesome. Now the laptop is charging. That's good. So yeah, what's the plan today, right? So if you got my email, if you are signed up on buildwithhussain.app, you might have gotten that email with a screenshot of the wireframes, right? So yeah, I prepared them and that's what we are going to realize. Frappe plus FrappeUI. So this will be closer to the episode 1 because after episode 1, I haven't used FrappeUI. So yeah, episode 1, episode 11. Awesome. Next thing I want to announce is the August batch of Frappe framework certification. That will be probably the last batch of this streak that I take up. Frappe.school. Let me just open up the page and registration page. Frappe developer certification. Hussain with screen share. Awesome. Yeah. So now the August batch is announced. So it will be 12 for, I guess, where is the schedule? Let's check the schedule. 10th, 12th and 14th of August, right? We dive deep into Frappe framework, built an app from start to end. And you get to ask questions. You get support till you make your project. There are assignments that get checked and you get feedback and yeah. So do register in and join me next month. The other thing is FrappeVerse.in. Yeah, so conference is coming. I'm also coming in the conference. So 8th and 9th September. Just book your tickets and we'll meet there. Those were the 2 announcements. And what next? Yeah, if you are new here, you can check out all old episodes in a playlist in YouTube, as well as buildwithhussain.dev. So all the old episodes as well as the schedule. So we are on this one, episode 11, and the next is also an interesting episode, SaaS with payments and teams. Do join in that as well. Cool. Yeah, so this is the one. Cool. Okay, I don't want to cause a recursion. Fine. So let's jump into Figma and see what we are going to build today. So the idea is simple. We want to build an application. So this is like, we'll just work on the mobile view of the web app. Maybe you can extend it to the desktop version later. So it's not a mobile app, but like just the mobile breakpoint. So yeah, there is one wireframe missing, which will show the list of all movies that are available for booking. And when you click on that, you basically go to this screen where it shows the details of the movies, a poster, and a button to book tickets. Simple as that. And then once they click on book tickets, the user gets to select how many seats. So at max they can book 8 seats at once. And once they select like what seat, how many seats they want, they basically select the date and then the theater and the show time, right? So they can select, okay, I want Star Talkies 3:30 p.m. and then click next. Then this is interesting. We render this out. Let's see how we will do that as we progress. And they can click and select the available seats, not the booked seats, and then confirm booking and done. We are not going to implement payments because we don't have like that much time, I guess. And this will be end to end. But as a exercise, you could do that. Once they click confirm booking, they can enter their mobile number or something and then integrate something like Razorpay, right? It should be easy. Given episode 9 and 9b, we did a third party integration, so should be similar. Awesome. Excited? Should we start? Cool. So yeah, honorable mention to BookMyShow, where I took a little inspiration from. Yeah. Cool. Let's start. Alberto. Hi. I forgot to say hi. Cool. So yeah, let's start. I will close up my chat. Bench, new app. This is where everything starts. So let me just hide the desktop icon so it's cleaner. Bench, new app, movie tickets. Let's call it movie tickets. FrappeUI, built live on Build with Hussain. Publisher is Build with Hussain. App email hussain@frappe.io. So if you guys have any request for like episodes that are going to come in, feel free to post them in. Legible as in the sense, okay, should I zoom in now? Is something's wrong with my terminal? Okay, weird. Let's keep it at MIT, that's fine. Let's not add tests for now. Cool. Watson, can you just confirm if it is like visible now? I haven't updated any settings as of now. bench stopped. That was expected. Let's restart bench. So yeah, now we have the app. Cool. Now we have the app. What do we do next? Let's create a new site and install it. New site, movies.localhost. Localhost is fine. Maybe I should. It's time to upgrade MariaDB. Cool. Cool. So yeah, if you're wondering, I'm still working on the training videos that I'm going to upload. So I have to cut and edit. So I won't upload them in order, but like we'll create a playlist that later will have the order of the training. Yep. For beginners. Okay, let's set the perpetual admin password, admin. Done. Let's install our newly created app called Movies, or what do we call it? Movie booking, movie tickets. Yeah, cool. We are ready to go. Now I can do bench browse movies.localhost -- user administrator. Awesome. So you notice that I didn't need to add it to localhost using add to host, because .localhost is automatically mapped to 127.0.0.1. that is localhost. Cool. Let's no India. Cool. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. Close it up. Yep, let's check if the app is installed. Movie tickets. Let's open up in VS Code app/movie tickets. I don't want to update right now. That's fine. And now let's add FrappeUI. Bench add FrappeUI. Front end is fine. I like that emojis. App name is movie tickets. Maybe. Okay. Later. I can improve Doppio to automatically detect which app directory you are running this command in. Maybe. It will add a FrappeUI starter. Parappa. So cd into front end yarn dev. It's running. So now I can go to localhost. Let's keep this open. Movies.localhost port 8080. And we have it running. Right? So why is it loading? Okay, I know why. We have to disable CSRF token. Let's do that, right? Code site / let's disable it in common site config once and for all. Developer mode, we will do two things. Developer mode is 1, and ignore CSRF. So this is just for local. Don't ever do this in. Okay, there is already ignore CSRF. we just need to restart bench. Cool. Why is it loading? Okay, let's check the code. So as you can see, add FrappeUI added this front end. In the source, you have like a few things, router, main.js, everything. You can check out episode 1 there, the same structure. Okay. Click loading is ping.loading. Where is ping? Ping is auto true. Why is it loading then? Let's check the network tab. Ping is pending. Headers. Where has is made the request? Movies.localhost. Let's check the proxy options. Proxy white config. Proxy options looks good. No issues here. FrappeUI works, but why not the ping? Okay, let's restart white server. That's the best we can do right now. Okay, let's see. Again, it's pending at fetch. It's unable to connect to this. Maybe this will help. This never hits the backend. Okay, there is something wrong here. That's failing. Okay, there is. Okay, error in query. Tab singles, unable scheduler. What is this error? Okay. Now I should turn on the air conditioner maybe. I'm feeling a little. Bench.js site. Movies.localhost enable scheduler. Nope. Scheduler? Yeah. Let's restart the bench. Reload. Come on. Anybody got any idea what might be going wrong? Because I am like facing it for the first time. What if I click logout? Okay. Even logout isn't working. Connection refused, port 8000. Let me just check one thing. No, there is no current site.txt. Then what's happening? Because without this connecting to the backend, we can't really do much. So it's making a request to movies.localhost port 8080. Hi Ajit, welcome back. So it's not reaching the bench. Otherwise it is reaching and it's not responding. Yeah, it's reaching, but there is some issue. So let's do one thing. First of all, let's update Frappe to the latest. Okay, let's migrate our site, bench data site, movies.localhost migrate to the latest Frappe. Awesome. Now let's reload this as well, and now let's go back to movies.localhost. Ping request still doesn't work. Okay, okay, there is some issue. Maybe some configuration issue. Let's check. Okay, the movies ticket just turned into debugging. Okay. Conf.developer mode, error in query, select where doc type is this, field is this, param is enable scheduler. Okay, let's do one thing. Lots movies, and I will check its site config. So enable scheduler didn't work. Then what did happen? Enable scheduler. Okay, let's go jump into the site itself. Let's reload. System settings, command J, sorry, enable scheduler. There is no such thing as enable scheduler here. Yeah, hi Prashant. Target is set as localhost instead of movie.localhost while defining proxy options. That does work because eventually that it resolves to 127.0.0.1, so shouldn't matter. But I don't know why this is happening. What we can do is we can create a new site without enabling scheduler. And okay, got it. What did I do? I will reverse it. Common site config. I will remove developer mode from here. This is the only change I made, and I think this is what is causing the issue. Nope. Doesn't work. Okay, we can try that as well. Target Let's try this, but I don't think that should do it. Something is wrong. So we can go one of two ways here, but yeah, one is to stay here and figure it out. That might, like, I don't know, can take any time. And the second is work on something else. That is feasible too, because I wanted to work on some stuff on build with Hussain.dev. Basically a blogs feature and one other thing, automating the emails. So your call, post in comments. Do we stay here and figure this out, or do we jump into something else and build? Let's give this 5 more minutes, not more than that. And then we'll jump to something else. Maybe it's my local, I don't know, too many variables here. Okay, it worked. Don't know, yarn cache issue. We are back. Sometimes weird stuff happens. As you can see now, the fetch request works. So not a backend issue, but a front-end issue. Cool. Let's get to building now. Hope no, like, people didn't leave. It's fine. Let's commit. Wait, add FrappeUI starter. Yeah, Ajit, I need to filter child table field based on the value on the doc type field, board doc type. Real issues, real solutions. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I don't know, weird issues and simple solutions or silly solutions. Yeah. On the doc type file, both doc type and child table field are linked to same doc type. I'll get back to it. So let's first. So two things I want to do. First, this starter is currently on not the latest FrappeUI, and I want to go into the latest redesigned FrappeUI espresso design system. So I'll go to package.json of the front end. Yeah, so yeah, let's keep going. Let's get the screens at least, and at least one booking right till the end. So yeah, FrappeUI 1.07, and I want FrappeUI the latest. So that's a separate branch, espresso branch. And to get this, so yeah, all I have to do is let's create a new terminal. If I recall correctly, yarn install FrappeUI at alpha. Wait, yarn install. Yarn add, sorry. I'm mixing two commands now. It's npm install and yarn add. Yeah, let's see. So it's a refreshed design system with new components, like new design. And what I have used here in the wireframes, the buttons, the components and everything is the new design system. Looks clean, much cleaner, I guess. And yeah, let's wait for the install. So till then I can get the air conditioner on. Where is the remote? Okay. Yep, it's on now. Yeah, so as you can see, FrappeUI got upgraded, and after some refactoring we should be able to get it done. Failed to find this import. Let's do this. Let's restart, refresh. Okay, things look different, a little different, not much. And again we face the same issue. Why again? Yarn cache clear, cache clean. Fine, nothing works now. But yeah, as you can see, there are like new animations, better dialog, close button. So we are on the latest FrappeUI. That's good. I can confirm it again if I just do one thing. Let's go to home.view and change the button appearance to primary. The API has changed, by the way, so we can easily check the API if we open the storybook. So now FrappeUI has a storybook where you can explore the components. Maybe it's broken, but fine. Yeah, it's broken. But for now I don't need much information. All I need is subtle ghost gray. Okay. Theme. Nope. So the last resort, we all know, just go to that branch and look at the code, right? So I'll go to docs, source, components. Let's see what all props it takes. So theme is gray, that I did, and variant is solid. Okay, variant is solid. Typo. Yep. Now hopefully, yeah, looks good. So we are properly on the new. Yeah, there are no issues in the backend. That's fine. Cool. So let's start by designing the screens and dock types. And I will move it to. So one more benefit of building for the mobile first is like you can build side by side. Let me restart the server. Okay, somehow it's not unable to reach the backend. That's fine. So what I will do is I will get rid of this all stuff for now, and I will also get rid of the imports for now. Session as well, ping, show dialog, everything. This also. So yeah, just give me a minute, I'll be right back. Here I am. So yeah, we have two stuff to do. So we build some doc types first and then we connect it to the front end, or we do front end first and then build our doc types. So let's do one thing. Since we'll need image and everything, let's build the doc types first, have some data, and then fetch it and try to style it, right? Cool. Let me just expand this here. Go to movies.localhost port 8000/app and doc type list, create a doc type. Okay, pydantic. I think now I know the issue. cd dot. Hi Allah. So yeah, I just ran this. So you first install Doppio, bench get app Nagaria Hussain /Doppio, and then you just do add FrappeUI. If you want to add a FrappeUI starter with Vue.js, otherwise you can do add SPA to add like React or Vue.js plain projects without FrappeUI. That's how easy it is. Yeah, where was I? So I think when I updated Frappe, there are some new dependencies that I need to install. So bench pip install -r pyproject.toml. No. Bench setup requirements. Cool. Let's wait for the setup. Wrong day to update Frappe, but fine. Just a sec, I will be. Cool. Sorry. I have to like attend the door because no one's home. So as you can see, it's like installing the dependencies and everything for all the apps. Off topic question. Can we continue building the React Native dynamically work with Frappe workspace? I don't know. Maybe we can. I can work on the template to get like. So the issue is we won't dynamically have this because we have tried it and we failed. So mobile apps should be built like specific to the purpose, not a general purpose thing. So you can check Frappe/mobile. We were trying to build a generic mobile app with list view, workspace, etc. form view. That doesn't work. So it's like advisable to build mobile apps specific to your use case. For example, if you want like attendance management, build an app for that, right? Generic apps won't work. The mobile apps at least. Because here you have conditions on fetch from, expressions for conditionally displaying, all that you have to handle in the backend, and that is not like something you should do. So yeah, build specific apps. That works. I've seen that work for many of the partners. Let's restart bench and let's refresh. Nope. Lot of issues today on our way. Yeah, so you can check out Frappe/mobile. It's an archived repository. It was built using Flutter, generic list view, form view. Yeah, check that out. Cool. Does this work? Okay. Now let's enable. I don't think we'll be able to like build stuff if we go at this speed. We have to speed up. Site config. Let's move fast. Developer mode. Maybe from next episode I should like at least get the setup before I go live. Fine, but not every episode can be like smooth, right? Sometimes things go south. So I restarted the bench dash site movies.localhost clear cache and restart, right? And let's reload. It's still there, but fine. What I will do is I will start building doc types. The first doc type, what do you see? Which entity do you see here, right? So what I see is like there will be a movie doc type and it will have some data, director, release date, and some synopsis, like a short summary of the movie. And then there will be a attach image field for the poster. So let's build that. Movie. Let's store, like the module will be movie tickets. Okay, pydantic. And we'll track changes. And fields are not loaded. Yeah, okay, it has been refactored. Oh, this is cool. So this is coming on v15. So I'm on the latest branch, the develop branch, the nightly version. So the fields have been moved here, so you can directly start adding fields. So this is awesome. So let's add title. Okay, we should have left title as is. Data. Title. And mandatory. What else? Image, attach image. This is cool. Poster. This is what we want, like director and release date. Okay, so we can either have director as a separate doc type, but for now I'll keep it because many movies can have the same director and we don't want to repeat. I think it's like first or second normalization in databases, if you know that, like technical term, but fine. So poster, and then I want another data field for director. Let's split into two. It's mandatory as well. I want a date field, release date, also mandatory, and synopsis. So this can be small text. Synopsis. Awesome. Let's hit save. Required module. Okay. Come on. That's why don't run on the cutting edge for now. No. But fine, we need to fix pydantic somehow. So what I will do is I will do drastic stuff now. Bench pip install and install pydantic manually. That looks like a feasible solution. Pip pydantics. .1.0 is installed. I don't want that. 2. Hi Salim, welcome back. 2.0.3. 0.3. This will hopefully fix that issue, because pydantic recently released a major version. Bench setup requirements I ran, but somehow the clash of versions didn't got resolved automatically. Maybe I have like a very old version of pip. Was the movie saved? No. Let's create again, and this time I'll go a little faster. Movies, since the pydantic issue is now gone. Track changes. Now I go to the form. Title is fine. I want director, a data field for director, a date field for that, and an attach image field for a poster. Let's split here. Move the poster, release date. Yeah, sometimes it happens, so you have to take matter in your hands and install the packages manually. Hi Umakant. Hello Pithya Nilesh, good afternoon. Thanks for joining in. We haven't made any major progress yet, so you are not in like loss. We just created an app and like we were resolving some issues of upgrading the Frappe version, like not the version Frappe instance to the latest Frappe. Director, let's make them all mandatory, at least this 3, and release date. Hit save. Now if I encounter any issue right now, I am going to switch to something else, because maybe not the good day to do it. Okay, release date, director, poster, and this. Awesome. Now what do we need? This is fine. This won't require a doc type. So yeah, this needs a doc type of its own. So cinema, right? So let's create a new cinema doc type. Movie theater doc type. Movie theater. Movie tickets. Track changes. Let's go to form. And what all do we need? Okay, this can be a child table, basically, since like there are multiple of this. The timings, or child table makes sense, or tab multi-select as well, but child table is fine. So that's one thing. The other thing is, okay, I experienced this same dilemma while we were doing the doctor appointment booking, and we ended up not using child table and instead creating a different doc type to hold this show, right? So let's do that because we learned from the past. Then we'll just have a ticket doc type. So 3 doc types and we should be good to go. 3 or 4 doc types. So let's start with movie theater, and theater will have a naming rule set by user, and this title can be address, the field can be small text. Cool. Anything else? Let's hit save. So now we have a movie doc type, a movie theater doc type. Now we want a show, theater show doc type. Theater. Yep. Module will be movie tickets, track changes, and yep. So now let's, instead of title, I want a link field that basically links to a particular movie theater. So this show belongs to a particular theater. That's it, right? And we'll make it okay, we are doing spelling wrong. It's fine. Spelling doesn't matter right now. We'll fix it maybe later, but that will be mandatory. I will rename it to theater for now. And what else do we need for a show, right? We need the start time. So let's add a time field. So maybe I don't know if this is the reason we are messing up too many things today. So in the morning I got into a small accident with my leg, and I hurt it a little with some, I don't know, iron or something, and then I had to go for a tetanus shot. Maybe that's the reason. I don't know. I'm fine now, but yeah. Start time, right? Start time. So I'm modeling the doc types based on this. So now we will be able to fetch this as well as this. And then how do we, for now I'm not doing this seats data structure for now. We'll come back to it when we design the screen. The other will be booking, right? So let's do that. Let's add a doc type. Ticket booking. Module will be movie tickets. So yeah, emoji time. Let's post some emoji reactions, anything. Because I'm feeling like everybody left because of the struggles we have been through in this episode. We want it to be submittable. Track changes. Track views. Yeah, thanks Aline. Your perpetual favorite emoji. Okay, let's go to the form. So a particular date for which they have booked the ticket. And what else? For the booking, number of tickets. So that will be an integer field. Number of tickets. Yep, thanks Ajit, thanks Kenneth. Awesome. Now I feel a little better. Cool. Yeah, number of tickets, date and time, that will be a link field. Show, which show they have booked it, right? And then I will have another link field, theater, that will basically be fetched from theater. Okay, I haven't linked the show, so let's link it first. Theater show, and we'll fetch the theater. Not options, fetch from. Okay, it isn't working for now. That's fine, we'll save and then do fetch from. Might be a little bug somewhere, but yeah, for a booking a date is required, number of tickets, so non-negative as well as mandatory, a show is mandatory, and then what else for a booking? A movie, right? Another link field. Right, this will be linked to so yeah, Home Alone. Okay, so options will be movie. Cool, let's hit save. Options is required for theater link field. Okay, so this will be linked to a theater, movie theater. Let's hit save, and now I'll go back to the form, and theater I will fetch it from the show. Awesome, and make it read only as well. Cool, awesome. We are back on track almost. So now I can create a new movie first. So let's use the same data we have here. Let's copy Oppenheimer. Director is Christopher Nolan. Release date 21st July. So I should make this a title field. So let's go to edit doc type, form. Okay, settings, form settings, view settings. Okay, title is title, show title in link fields. Awesome, now it's right. And what else? Poster. So I had downloaded a poster, but let's export it from Figma. That also works. Export PNG poster. Awesome, let's attach. Not private for now. Upload. Cool, we now have poster and title and everything. So doc type is there. Good morning, Capacity Tick Observer. Welcome back. I remember, yeah, you joined like last time as well. Awesome. Now we have some. So till now what we did, we set up a FrappeUI front end, and then we came back to create some doc types that we can interact from the front end. So what all doc types we created? We created a movie theater doc type, theater show doc type, that like there can be multiple shows belonging to a movie theater. We created a ticket booking, which will store the booking itself. And we also created a movie doc type, which is the core master, right? So in terms of doc types, we are done, I think. So we can go to movie list and check OK, right? This looks good. And now let's create a few theater. So let's create a theater first. So I'm going to use the same data that I came up with for the designs. Star talkies, address for now I'll leave empty. I'll create one more theater while we are at it. Anupama theater. This is one of the theaters in my city. Yeah. Nice emoji, Watson. A gorilla. Or an ape. Yeah. Ape is more accurate. So now let's create some shows. So Star Talkies, there are two shows if you look the UI, 12:30 and 3:30. So let's call it 12. Haha. 12 is 12:30 0. Awesome. Let's create one more show for Star Talkies, 12:30 3:30. Awesome. What else? One more show. So I'm getting the data for designs. Then we can Anupama Talkies 11:10. Haha. Grey Big Gorilla also watching my show. Awesome. Welcome to Belg with Hussain. That's fine. Yeah, now we have the data. Awesome. Let's proceed to the UI. Well, now we have to fix the inevitable, right? Where was it? Movies.localhost port 8080. Okay, console looks fine. Okay, we emptied everything, right? So how do we get anything? So let's make it smaller and let's start. So I'll start with this page, movie details page. So let's create a new page, movie details dot view, template, script, setup. Awesome. So what do I want here? For now I will render this movie details here. Right, I imported it and rendered here. And we can add a div. Not h1, we want. So let's copy this. We will for now hard code it and then we will fetch it using resource manager and render it dynamically. So yeah, let's style it. So before that I want to show you that there are some paddings in the design. So it's 32 from here, 32 pixels from here and 32 from here. So let's add that to the home itself. So any page basically has the same padding. Class padding 32 pixels. Awesome. Now we can go ahead and style this. So dev mode, Figma has this new dev mode where you can easily check out what styles and whatnot, right? So it's gray 900, text gray 900, awesome. 6XL bold, font bold. So this is Tailwind if you are like new. Font text 6XL. 6XL doesn't work. Font, it is in text, but why is there no 6XL? 3XL is the max. So what I can do is I can use arbitrary values. So I assume 32 pixel is the size. 32 pixel, awesome. Okay, so this looks good now. Text gray 900, font bold. Okay, now let's proceed to the next section. So director and release date, right? So let's create a div and another div. So this is one div and this is the another. So if I click here, it gives me the code, but I don't think this is the code I want. Do they give Tailwind? No. Okay. Oh, there is Tailwind. Okay. Let's copy and try it out. Close, but not what we wanted. So let's do it from scratch. No code, low code generators are like still a way to go. Let's switch back to CSS. So I have another div here and we can do h2 here. Text base bold. Okay. Let's style it. Text base, font bold, uppercase. Okay. And it's gray 700. Text gray 700, awesome. Let's add spacing. It's 45 pixels. So class margin top, what's closest to 45? 44. Awesome. And let's get another h2. Let's get a p tag instead, and I don't want it to be uppercase. Excel semi bold, Excel gray 600. Christopher Nolan. Okay, there is some 10 pixel space between the two. Class flex call space y 3. Okay, looks good. Now we just need another one for release date. 21st July 2023. Awesome. Flex row, right? justify center space between, justify between items center. Awesome, looks very close to our design. Let's proceed. Now I want this poster, right? So how do I get it? So we can do an image tag. Source will be, so we uploaded it to our Frappe site, right? And hopefully we should be able to refer to it, or let's grab it from here. Copy link address, copy image address, that's good. Just for now, because then we will dynamically render it. Okay, we now have the poster. Ha, too big. Let's wrap it in a div. Max width full. Actually, let's make it this small and not full. We want like more, so let's control the height instead of the width. Maybe that's worth it. Height is 300 something. We can do px as well. Px 7, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, this looks good. Then margin top 28 pixels. Margin top 28 pixels. Awesome. Yep. So if you look closely, I have this effect, right, where it appears like a card. So let's add that as well. So bg white and shadow. If we check this, there is a drop shadow 2 XL. Okay, shadow 2 XL. Awesome. Now I can't use this padding, I will use my margin, and padding will be 2. Looks good. And what else do we need? Border radius is 8, so rounded. Awesome, we are getting closer and closer. Now we need the button and the synopsis, and we are done with page 1's design, the detail page. Button, book tickets. We want variant solid. Awesome. Let's do div width full, flex items center, justify center. Okay, awesome. And we want a margin top of 7. Okay, so this is like a bigger button and that is smaller one, so size is XL. Size XL. Awesome. And we want synopsis, so I'll copy this div below this. So this is a difference. So text LG regular. Text LG font regular normal, and it's gray 600. That's okay. Awesome. Now we want some margin here as well, so it's like more than 76 pixels, around 76 pixels. Not this. Margin top, let's go 270. I'll go with 64. Yeah, looks good. The page 1 is done. Easy. It looks good because of FrappeUI. So all this text LG, font normal, gray colors, and everything is already set up for you according to this. We have the Figma design file, right? So exactly like this. So you have button component that is already styled. You have shadows, right? So this all comes from FrappeUI. So I'll ask Hussain, could you explain what is the best practice to deal with Figma and how to apply the design to the code? So I know only one way that I prefer is to use Tailwind CSS, because then you can basically define. So if you have a Figma design, it might contain some tokens, right, that you can define in the Tailwind config file, and you can easily realize it, right? So the loop is faster in this way. But if you want, you can also write plain CSS. That's fine too. But yeah, so my flow is like going into the inspect tab and then figuring it out. What is the padding? What is the border? So it also depends on the designer, how they have set up your components or tokens, right? Cool. So now I want some interactivity. So once they click book tickets, this particular view changes, right? The part of this page. So what we can do is we can dynamically render steps. So this is step 1, step 2, step 3, and then done, right? Because I can see the top of the page, the header is same, right? So let's ask them how many seats. Cool to render this. Let's see. So what I will do is I will keep this. Alt is movie poster. Let's not leave it empty. Cool. And then we want to wrap this in a div. Okay, what am I doing? Format document. Okay. Yeah. So if I do if false, this all will go away, right? So now we can dynamically control this part. So I'm going to write some JavaScript code now to add interactivity. Ow, it hurts. And import ref or reactivity, ref from view const current step. So I'm going to store what's the current step. Ref 0 means it hasn't started, so if current step is equal to 0. Okay, now once they click the button, right, where is the button? Yeah, this button, click. I want to move them to the next step, so this should be as easy as incrementing current step. Let's see. Boom. there should be a back button that we can do easily. Back button, back button, back button. Weird location for a back button, but fine. Maybe okay. I'm adding a back button here, so variant should be subtle, size will be LG, so it will take you to the last step and go back. Cool. So now you can go back. So go back shouldn't be visible if you're already on the first step. So if this is interactivity, right? Current step not equal to 0. So yeah, cool. Now book tickets, go back, book tickets, go back. Fine. Okay. So step 0 is this one. Now we need div v else if. Don't worry, we will store the data as well. So v else if current step is equal to 1, that is the first step. We can even do this like with strings, but fine, for now this will do. And step 1 is how many seats. For now I will hardcode it to 1 since we are designing. Yep, sure Salim. So I'm doing class, so it's text Excel medium, font medium, text Excel, text gray 900, and we need some margin. So let's move this to a parent div, this, and then we can move this to there. Awesome. So yeah, step 1, right? How many seats? Margin top 7 and Y7. That's good. Top is fine. But now we'll add margin top 5. Awesome. Doesn't look good right now, but will soon. Maybe it shouldn't be here. Class. Yeah, this makes sense. So I can go back and check I haven't messed up. Cool. How many seats? Now we need to dynamically render till 8, 1 to 8. That's easy in Vue. V for, I'll do a div, and we can do with buttons as well. Let's try button V for this won't work. Array dot from Let's check if view looping through index. Item comma index. Okay. Numbers v for, yeah. So the documentation shows this. Okay, index in 10. Okay, it works. Cool. So we want till 8, and let's for now just render the index. Let's see. Awesome. We have till 8, right? Cool. We'll pick up the React Native project someday soon that we left last time, right? Make it more mature or something. We'll continue where we left. Yeah. So class flex call, width is full, space y. So let's see what's the space here. 19 pixels. Weird. We'll go with 20. Space y. I think 5 is 20. Okay. Let's increase the size of the button. Size can be XL. No, too much. LG. Better. And variant subtle. Not subtle. Variant white. Why doesn't look? Okay. Let's see if I can add a shadow here. Shadow 2XL. Okay. Is it closer to our designs? Shadow LG. Too much. Okay. Ah, better. Margin top. (24 pixels). Margin top. Awesome. Now we can click them. So okay, we just have 26 minutes left. Let's get the booking working somehow. Maybe we'll need a bonus episode, but fine. So I'll create a variable to store how many tickets they import reactive. So if you really want to build applications like front-end applications using Vue, I would suggest you to learn Vue, like get good at it, and then yeah, you will find it enjoying. Const booking data. Okay, this suggests seats, but number of seats is 0 at the start. And I want a function set number of seats n. Yeah, so this should do. And when do I set this number of seats? When any of this button is clicked. Alt click, set number of seats, index. Awesome. Now if you just like imagine, for first button index will be 1 and the click handler will be set number of seats to 1, right? That's awesome. But what else do I need? So I need to somehow show that okay, you selected 2, right? So what I will do is I will do a dynamic variant. So I want white, if index equal to booking data dot number of seats. If it is selected, then it should be subtle, else it should be white. Let's try it out. 2, 3, awesome. Ta-da-ta-ta-da-ta. Emoji time. Like for some time there are no chat replies, and then just try, because I don't know why OBS doesn't show me like number of participants at least. Maybe it should. Then I'm sure, okay, like there are people watching. Cool. So I just find out about this confetti thing. So I can do this after each milestone we reach while building, right? Confetti. Cool. Awesome. So this works, everything works, and we just need one more button. So let's do this, right? Let's do this. Let's copy this button and place it near this. So this should be next, and this shouldn't be visible. Yep, exactly. Size can be LG, the same as this. And I will do a div, put both buttons in that div, right? Cool. This is dynamic, what do you call it? We are binding the properties. So this is shorthand for we bind this. So it's a binding basically. We are binding this prop to a dynamic thing, right? Instead of a string. Maybe it's a variable, maybe it's yeah. Look it up in like so this comes in very basics of when you learn Vue, you will find out about it. Yeah. So what should we do next? Okay, now when they click, we were adding a flex row, margin top 6, space x 2. Yeah, now they can go back, they can come here, click on next. Now we don't have a step. Let's go to the next step. else if step 2, remove this, and after this what do we want? We want to select a date and cinema and show. Okay, that's cool. Date, and we want the input component from FrappeUI. Awesome. Cool. Now what we want is add some padding between the two, 13 pixels. So let's go with 12. So I will do a div, move it up here, class flex column space y4 Cool. And now what we can do is we can do v model. We want to bind this date, store it somewhere, right? So let's store it in our this object. Booking data dot date. Awesome. Now whatever we select, we can hit this calendar icon and select this. So default should be today. So how do we do that? Does this work? No. Default to today. JavaScript. HTML input. I want to look for a simpler solution because yeah, this should be label, but it's fine for now. For accessibility purposes, you should have like proper HTML tags. Haha. Building monkey, right? Sajad Simoji. Cool. An ID of today date. Okay, let's read a little. Okay, it's just setting it to new date. That's fine. Let's go back and do the same. So value will be, so we don't have to do get element by ID, right? DOM manipulation is prevented with frameworks like Vue and 99% of the time at least. Value is new date. Let's find out if this worked. I don't think this worked. Maybe we convert it to date string. Let's try to move this since we already have V model. Nope, doesn't work. So what sort of so let's select a date and check what sort of format does it want. It won't. Let's not give it a value. Okay, that was the issue. Now if I click next, doesn't work. (14/7/0/2023). If I hard code it here, 14/07/2023, will it come back? Okay, let's not spend too much time on this minor thing. We will figure it out. This happens, right? You read half of it and then let's try this last time and then we'll proceed further. Let's do today and get back. Let's click on next. Awesome, this works fine. The declaration has been marked deprecated. Fine. Cool. So now what next? We want to select the cinema and the show. Sure, go ahead. Umakant. Thanks for your kind words, means a lot. Yeah, today we took a detour, like wasted, I don't know, 45 minutes maybe. Otherwise we would have like way ahead. And still we are like facing that issue of front end not being able to make requests to the back end. Happens sometimes, but fine. Feeling a little sad, but okay. So where were we? So we can do one thing, we will complete the designs and we can I go offline, I figure it out, and then we can have a bonus episode, because I don't know, bonus episodes have become the thing for every because this gives us depth, right? We don't just superficially go over something, and then because I realized that while building the doctor appointment application, where we get the more we built, the more features we got to use, and so on and so forth. Yeah, so let's build more of it. So I will copy this, and instead of date we want the cinema and show, and we don't want this input element. We want to render some divs. So basically these are cards. You might have guessed, applied shadow. So, and these are buttons, clearly. Let's render them. H3 will go. Assembled. Class text sm font bold text text gray 800. Cool, something is missing. Looks smaller than what I was expecting. Fine. Once we add the card, maybe it will make a difference. Class bg white shadow excel padding 14 pixels. We can do with p4. Awesome. Rounded, looks good. And now we render these buttons. That's cool. Add another div. We have button 1230. So yeah, let's do this because we are almost out of time. Let's complete the designs and have a bonus episode where we basically make it all dynamic and connected to the backend. What do you guys say? Let's complete the designs and end today's session. It's already going to be 2 hours and 10 minutes. So yeah, what was the button? 1230. Button color blue. Where? Sure. Thanks. This is SM outline. Okay. Size is SM. Variant outline. Okay, looks good. Another button. This will be 3:30. This is PM, right? This is PM as well. Yeah, Salim, go ahead. Suggestion. Okay, color blue. Okay. So we also have like if you want blue colored buttons. Are you talking about the primary button? Let's try out blue, but I don't know, I liked this because we are using blue here, right? So I didn't want to mess. So here is like a simple, I don't know, your UI principle that on any page there should be one primary, what do you call, action. I don't know how this fits in that category or not. I used blue here because the primary was black. If the primary is blue, then I have to select some other color to make it, what do you say? I don't know. A little more affordance, I guess. So the primary action pops. Yep. So let's get back on track. And there is some space. 12 pixels. So you can go here and flex call space Y 4. Awesome. Flex row space X 9 pixels. Weird. Let's go with 3. 2. 2 is good. 2 is 8. And now if someone selects it, it will be subtle. Awesome. Now what's left? Just copy it, remove this timing, and rename this to, like, let's call it 11:10. All this will be dynamic. We have already created the octets. Now just the linking is left, right? And Anupama Theater. Awesome. We need some space. It's 2. So let's go to class space Y2. Cool. Makes sense. Go back. Book tickets. I want 2 tickets. Click on next. I want this date, this 3:30 PM show. Click next. What next? Let's render this. Awesome. So for keeping it simple, in a real world application, this is like very complex because different movie theaters have different number of seats and different categories of seats. Some call it gold, silver, some call it executive, premium. So the data structure in the backend will be a little complex. Maybe if we have time in the bonus episode, we can try to model it close to this. But for now, I'm just assuming that all theaters have 5:7. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5:7 seats, where this is A1, A2, this is C1, C2, right? Makes sense because modeling the use case is not the major point here. Yeah, it is a point, but yeah, not too close to the real world. I love seats. Yeah, so that all should be like Oh no. So somehow we have to model it such that maybe we have to use a JSON field and model it in such way that each creator can dynamically, yeah, dynamically, what do you say? Where was I? Little distracted now. So, okay. So each creator can basically have their own model of seats. They can provide categories, they can provide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, D, whatnot. Complex. Maybe it takes a session of its own. Complex data modeling with doc types. I don't know. So let's get this rendered, right? Select seats. Cool. Now we have completed step 2. Let's go to step V, else if current step is equal to the third step. Now we want, let's get this H2 since that is the same style. Select seats. Awesome. Now we render this, right? This is the task. So what I will do is I will create a little data structure in the script and then I will use v_for to render it. Cool. So let's go to setup, and seats can be an list of list, right? So what do I want at the end is or it can be a 1, 2, 3, 4 or better. No. So I'm just thinking, how do I model this? There are many variety of ways to model this. 1, 2, okay, 2 minutes, 3, 4, but I also want to track whether this seat is booked or not, right? So in that data structure, I should be able to basically, what do you call, booked seats. I should be able to So Sean Frost says for dynamic seats we can use custom CMS, right? Give them particular access for adding their layout and then later we can render based on that layout. Yeah, that's possible. So we can build a custom page in Frappe itself. That, okay, just like form builder, there will be a creator seat builder. Maybe they can drag particular seats and create a layout. Just they have to adhere to some, like seat should have a unique ID and whatnot, so that we can, yeah, exactly. Cool. Maybe someday. Cool. Since this project is now, like, I'll push it to GitHub and we can continue in the bonus episode later this week. So yeah, seats and selected seats will be another selected seats. So let's go with the easiest, what do you call? So this will be let's add a Copilot data structure to store seats. So it is giving me this data structure, row, column. Status is available, booked, selected. This I like. So what should we do? My brain isn't like working that fast for now, but I'll go with maybe we can check internet for reference, but we don't have time. So A can be, okay, let's go with the first thing that came to my mind. A can be a list of objects, of lists, let's say one booked. Make sense or doesn't make sense? What? Okay, const seat structure. Yeah, one is booked, then we have two is available. Similarly, we can have till so let's duplicate this a couple of times. I think this will suffice for now. Yeah, some brainstorming is needed. Usually I will take a notebook out and try different data structures, mix of arrays, mix of objects, object inside array, array inside object. This kind of, I like this sort of stuff, but yeah, maybe we need like brainstorm with Hussain special episodes. That's fine. So yeah, so let's copy it a couple of times. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, fine. And now I can have this 3 4 5 6 7. Awesome. Format, yeah, A is this, then we have so Copilot should be good at this by now. Yep. Now let's copy this whole thing. C D A B C D. Yeah, feel free to experiment with it, like make your own version, enhance. Cool. Now we have the seed structure. So let's render this seed structure, right? So it will be a nested loop in the sense. Yeah, so statically for now. That's what I said, like modeling the real scenario will require we could write a utility function instead of making each. We can think of something more dynamic. Yeah. So instead of this, we could have run a for loop that basically gave us this. I think your idea is good. Function get seed structure alphabets numbers. So that will return this will return the same structure, I guess. Let's console log it. So yeah, whenever you are stuck, just start somewhere, right? And then you will figure out better and better way to do it. Get seed structure A B C D E F G H. I don't know that much. I want till E. So it's cleaner. Now you can add seats dynamically as well. Let's check the JavaScript console. There is an object. Fine. Yeah, it's same. So now it has weirdly turned it into an array. That's fine too. It's an object with each key is an array, and then there is another array. That's fine. Way cleaner, yeah. Awesome. Now we can do const seat. Okay, we should just remove this. Yeah, so that's the fun, right? Building live. So it is built with Hussain. You are building with me. So if you have any suggestions to make the code better, make any feature better, just go ahead and ask. You can even create a PR and define your ideas, whatnot, right? After the stream as well. Thanks, Sean, for the idea. Yeah. Now if I run format, clean. Now it's just a matter of rendering this stuff now. So let's do a div v for, so I want to run over all the seats of the structure for so it will be row in seat structure. Let's render the row first. Row, let's do it in a pre. Okay, weird. So this is, I think, A, and then comes B, then comes C. Awesome. So if we do off, I don't think off will work. Off also works. So if I do object dot keys ABCD, awesome. Now I should be able to do seat structure of row. Awesome, this works. And instead of doing this, I will render this particular seat. Again a v for. So this can be a div. V for seat in this particular row, and then render the seat of 0 is what we want. Awesome. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Let's do only 7 for now. Awesome. Okay, we have crossed the same time already, but let's render this view and then we are done. This popcorn and all is fine. It is way easier than what we do this. So view, because I wanted to use FrappeUI, right? So this all components are FrappeUI, and FrappeUI only supports Vue for now. So I know both Vue and React, but right now I am more confident in Vue than React. I'm working on a project that uses full React with shard CN UI and whatnot. I will show it someday soon. So yeah. And then if I get more and more confident, in future build with Hussain's, we will use React more often. How does that sound? And we will jump other frameworks as well. I don't know. Yeah, shard CN is cool. Yep, this one. So what was I doing? Yeah, now we just have to render. So we are rendering stuff properly. I will just turn this into a div, back to a div, and now this will be flex column, and this will be class flex row, or this should be column, and instead of this bg rate 600, p2 seat number. Okay, it just rendered seat 7. Something horribly wrong with the styles. Haha, something is wrong. So we are iterating over each row. That's good. We are getting a row. Remove this bg, p2 as well. Something is wrong. Bug. Span. It's back. Now what I want is class flex column, this is what I wanted. Awesome. Now class flex column looks good. Now what I will do is I'll do class width 2, height 2, width 3, height 3, bg blue. What's the default color? Blue 300. Awesome. I will remove the seat number, don't want it right now. So all seats look similar now, but let's add padding to them. I know what's wrong right now, so let's add a key row, key I'm adding a unique key, row seat of 0. Yep. Let's do margin 2. Why it behaves weirdly? Because okay, let's remove this part. Rendering is hard. Let's inspect. Yeah, this is the thing that got rendered. So there is a row, and for each there is a div. Awesome. Something's wrong, but fine. So what I can do is, just for debugging purposes, border red 500. Okay. Margin 2. This is what we wanted. Cool. Now let's render the stuff properly. So it's a rectangle, height 35, weight 28, border radius 2 pixel. Width is 24, height can be this, rounded can refresh. Okay. H7, I don't think there is something called H7. H6, H7 is there. Let's do this. This got very hard very quickly. We need some margin of space around each block. Yeah, there is now margin. If I remove this, what will happen? This is just getting applied to the last one. What if I turn this into a span as well? Will that work? Or if I directly render the span, remove this one, that one. Much better. Cool. This is what we wanted. We had an extra nesting that was causing the CSS issues. So now I don't want rounded 2 pixel. Looks good. Now I can do like dynamic stuff, right? So if it is, so I will do a dynamic class. If seat of 1 is booked, that is what we called, right? If it's available, then it is BG blue 300, else it is BG gray 300. We won't see the difference because none of the seat is booked. But if we turn everyone to booked, gray. Awesome. Confetti time. Cool. So now we have rendered it, and let's attach a click listener. Alt click, select seat. We want row and seat of 0. So let's write a function here. Function select seat row and number. So booking data dot selected seats dot push this. Mark the seat booked in structure. Okay, for this to work, we have to make this reactive. So UI gets updated when this gets updated. Ha ha ha, awesome. Now we are marking it booked. We want to mark it selected. So selected, we will handle this. Else we'll write another condition. Seat 1 is selected BG blue 600. Okay, let's try. Cool. We are done. Now we are also storing the seat in selected seats. That's cool. We can remove this. We don't need this now. We just need selected seats. And click next. And at the last step, another. So this will be else if current step is equal to 4. We want a popcorn emoji. Popcorn. class text. What's the highest? 3 XL, right? We want more than that. It's 110 pixels. I wouldn't use pixels that much, but sometimes it's fine. Relative units are much better. Enjoy the movie. That's a good. Cool. Now let's go back. Current step and current step not equal to 4, because in the last step also we don't want to see this. Cool. Next, I have selected these 2 seats. Next, enjoy the movie. So we are almost done with the UI. Let's div, let's center this stuff, width full, flex, items, center, flex column, margin top 7. Cool, we are done for today. Let's push it to GitHub. Feet, doc types and screens. Before going, let me just gh repo create movie tickets booking app with Frappe FF and FrappeUI public. Yes. Let's push. Let me just put it in the chat. This is the current progress, right? And it's time. So yeah, hope you guys learned something new, enjoyed the episode. We weren't able to achieve everything we wanted, but we did realize some of the Figma designs, as well as we got this rendering of seats working. So GH is GitHub CLI. Even though we wasted like 45 minutes, I don't know what it is, like we call it waste or not, but yeah, I enjoyed it after we like got some setup. Cool. So if you are new here, just hit subscribe as well. So that's the only number I think I track, plus watch hours, because I want to know whether the content I'm putting out is worth watching. Yeah. Thanks ERP admin, thanks Salim, thanks Kenneth, thanks Umakant. Have a nice day everyone, and we'll see you in the next episode. Hopefully it will be 11B before we get to 12. Thanks Kenneth for the wishes. I'll take some rest after this. So yeah, you too, take care everyone. Bye Kenneth, bye Watson, bye Alberto, bye Salim. Yeah, let's someday think of. So sign up if you are on the email list. Probably when I schedule the next bonus episode, I will drop you an email. Last time I forgot when I was doing like a bonus episode. So yeah, I think Ajit was there. He missed a lot of episode 10C, I guess. Yeah, it was early morning episode. Cool. Bye everyone.